Okay,
Because
cool.
I'm not really that invested this season. And I love it. That's deep.
That is really deep. Actually, no, so that really does take us to our next topic. Anybody who has been watching Rupauls Drag Race, make sure you comment down below who your top 3 are, who are the next people to go. Who are your top 3?
Shea Coulee, definitely.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Shea Coulee, at first I was like, oh, you know, like in the preview, I was like, oh, this is giraffe bitch, I like her. And I'm like, you know, because she did like the African queen giraffe thing, and I'm like, yeah.
Come on.
I liked Valentina.
Yeah,
very
look,
good.
I think Valentina is definitely in everybody's top 3.
Yeah, but I think Valentina is relying on her look a lot.
Yeah, I think apparently there's a lot of tea to come out after the season about Valentina, because I'm also feeling it. There's no, like, yes, people are like naturally good at things, but I don't think anybody could come into it 10 months and be as polished as Valentina is. And like, we might be being bitter butterflies and everybody can be like, but I think everyone's clocked her. I think there's a lot more going on there. And I think the most endearing thing about Valentina is how focused she is.
Yeah.
I think she's got her head in the game, and she's really marketing herself as this sweet, innocent drag queen who has nothing bad to say about anyone. I think she's a bit of a genius, to be honest.
Because no, I won't say it.
No, say it.
People will know. If I get on that show, I'm gonna do that whole like, oh, my family were immigrants and had nothing, and coming from that background, and now I've achieved so much. I'm just so thankful.
I don't know, like, I think it's definitely a show. It's a reality. Well, definitely.
It's something because like I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna do a Laganja. I'm gonna be like, fucking.
This is my moment, and it's being ruined.
And I'm gonna do the whole thing like, oh, my family doesn't support me being gay, blah blah
no,
blah.
No, they don't. They really do support you, don't you?
I just want to get the pity vote.
This bitch, shady bitch, first Australian drag queen to be voted off the island. Sorry, you were the weakest link. I just combined 8 different fucking shows. Sorry, you're the weakest link. No, but it's a reality TV show. People are told to come with a fucking sob story.
Yeah.
People, I mean, like
you get picked for your character, and you know.
Yeah, I think everyone's got a story to tell, and like Valentina's at the moment is this, you know, I have it. Ooh. She had an eating disorder, and that's her sob story. That's it. But like everything else at the moment is like this boxed up innocence, and I think if Valentina was to win, it would be very interesting what she would do with her crown, because we haven't seen her perform. We haven't seen her like lip sync. We've only seen her do the whole smile, and I'm not completely sold on Valentina, but she's in my top 3 for logical reasons.
Yeah, I love like Valentina. I love her. Like she's gonna come here to Brisbane in August, and I'm like, girl, I'm gonna see that bitch. Like everybody's gonna come out wearing her like wedding dress quinceañera thing. Yeah. Like, cause that's what I'm wearing.
Do you know what? We should try and get Valentina on this show.
Be like, hey Vivi.
Could you imagine?
I would be like dead in a ditch. Like,
I don't know what I would do. Like,
I would be like
the production quality of this shit.
Honestly,
we'd have to fucking.
This is gonna get like 20 views.
Yeah,
like,
2 views. On.
Like 2 views is gonna be us like refresh.
Yeah. So far, I share the same top 3.
Yeah. I think I love Nina Bonina.
No,
but,
fuck no.
No, but
fuck no.
Like after like episode 3, I was just like, whoa, this bitch is like
that shit crazy.
Yeah, she's like you know, she has a lot of like
mental issues.
Yeah, like turmoil inside, like that she needs to kind of get over.
But when she came for Shay, I was like, fuck this. And she just seems so petty as fuck. Like, I think really a lot of us at the very beginning were like rooting for her.
Yeah, because I was like, you know, she's like this underdog that's kind of like really kooky and weird, and I'm like, you know, her thing is working so hard, like, but then she started like getting doubts, and I'm like, you know, that's normal, everybody gets doubts, like,
I mean, in a competition like
yeah,
that.
where you can't just be like, does this look good, guys? And people are gonna be like, yeah, it's great.
I think Nina Bonina has a lot of growing to do outside of Drag Race, because what makes me angry is who went last, not Farrah, but before that, who went?
Was it Aja?
Yeah, Aja.
Wait, Farrah's gone?
Yeah, Farrah's gone.
I don't remember that.
Well, because Farrah isn't very memorable.
Farrah
Farrah what? No, Farrah's beautiful and blah blah blah, but she's young.
She's young.
And we're young. Like, I mean, we can't really say that either. But I think
she's like 2 years younger than us though.
Fuck man. To be looking like that, I mean, that's another like corny act thing, like dressed and all pretty.
Yeah.
But I think what really bothered me about Aja going home was that RuPaul's Drag Race isn't a show where people come to grow.
Yeah.
And when people said to me, Nina Bonina has a lot more to learn, not the place to do it.
That's
like,
true.
It's not a fucking counselling session. The one thing I learned from like when I did my internship with blah blah blah, I spent so much time like trying to figure out who I was and not enough time focusing on my career. And that's like, I look back on that now and go, fuck, I had such an opportunity and all I did was cry. You know, and that's what Nina Benina's doing now, and I identify with her and I understand what she's going through, but she's like she's a lot older than I am. And I just think she really needs to go and find out who she is, because she's a great performer, she's got amazing makeup skills, but there's got to be something there that isn't quite right, where you think everyone's out for you all the time.
Yeah, because like I think like with growth, it's more like from what makes you a star to what makes you like an international like label, you know, because that's what RuPaul's trying to do. Like he's trying to like brand each of these girls to be like their own like, branding, like, because it is all about your kind of brand and like, you know, what you serve and stuff like that.
Yeah, but nobody leaves RuPaul, whether you're first to go or last to go, with not being somebody. We tipsy with not being somebody. Like, you can't leave RuPaul's Drag Race and fade off into obscurity unless you're Alexis Michelle. Alexis Michelle is for the last the last episode where they did Reading is Fundamental, and she had a little sook.
Yeah.
That's like, Alexis Michelle was like really good up until the roasting episode and up until the like reading episode, and she really fucked me up. Like, we all struggle with something, whether it's our body image or like our appearance, which also falls under body image, or you know, you got fucked up feet, or you're not confident, or you're Nina Benina. Like, there's this thing going out at the moment. It's like, is reading fundamental or just bullying? That's not the case. Reading is like, and a lot of people have said it online, and I think it's really fucking stupid how people are so easy to get up in arms about like, oh, and call them fat and blah blah blah. Like, mate, I couldn't walk 5 meters in my school and not be called a faggot and not be called all this sort of shit. And if you can't now go out into the world and take the piss out of yourself, there's something wrong with you. Oh, Jackie B said it. Oh, we're raising a group of children without an emotional immune system. And it's so true. Like, I'm so fortunate that I come from a family of tough love. Like, you know, our version of love is like, oh, you big old homo, or like, you big old lesbian. Like, I call my mum a closet lesbian, I call my dad a poofter when he walks in, or when, you know, whenever anybody says I love you in our household, it's like, you fucking weak bitch, like, you pathetic. Blimey. But I think it's so true. Like, after Alexis Michelle did that, I was just like, you're boring, you're weak, and you bother me. She's this breed of drag queen, I feel, that is like, oh, you can't comfort me. Like, I'm really emotional about this.
I think
it's like,
she's one of those queens that she's used to being the top dog.
Yeah.
That now that she's like with her like equals or whatever, she's like, whoa, like, you can't come for me like I come for you, kind of thing. Like,
so top 3 is Valentina, Shea Coulee, and Sasha Velour. Sasha Velour being my ideal number 1. She's a fellow bald drag queen, and I fucking love that bitch.
And she's also like a big brow queen.
Yeah,
like,
I'm all about big brow.
Yeah, big brow queens.
I like to, like, sometimes I'm like, I like a subtle brow, but then when I do a big brow, I'm like, oh girl.
It's like a subtle brow. It's just a little bit. Just a bit more.
It's like over the fucking next navel.
Like behind his ear.
Yeah, it always is. So that's my top 3. Your final top 3? Substitute Valentina for Trinity.
Trinity is good. Yeah.
I really like Trinity.
I like Trinity, but there's something about her that I don't like. I feel like I don't like the whole like thing with the judges being like, oh, she's so this, she's like breaking the stereotype and blah blah blah. Like,
in what regard?
Like the whole thing with like the princess look. Like, I honestly felt like Sasha should have won.
Yeah.
Because no, because
Sasha Velour's was not. Yeah.
No, but like the criteria wise, it was like an amazing like stuff.
Yeah, very true.
You know what I mean? Like, but then with like Trinity, I felt like hers was beautiful. Like, it was like, ooh, girl. But then at the same time, it was kind of just like, oh, she's a pageant queen and she went ugly. Like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like, this is something we've never seen before. Yeah. Yeah, so. But yeah, so that kind of thing, like with Trinity, but then I did love her in that like 90210 episode where she was like this crazy mom thing. I was like, yeah.
No, she was really good in that. So I would substitute Valentina out for Trinity. But who do you think is the next to go?
I heard a rumor, like, okay, we haven't seen the latest episode where like it's literally like Saturday and it comes out here on Saturday, so we haven't seen it. I heard a nasty rumor that it was Valentina.
I don't think it is. I honestly don't believe that Valentina goes. I honestly don't believe that Valentina goes.
I honestly don't believe that Valentina goes home anymore.
Do you know what I think will be really interesting? When Valentina and all of them like get into the top 3, they have to lip sync for their life every crowning ceremony. It'll be interesting to see what her performance is like. Because we haven't seen her actually lip sync. And I think there's a certain talent with lip syncing. I'm shit at it. Shit house.
Is Peppermint gone yet?
Oh no.
You know, actually I like Peppermint.
I really like Peppermint, but I think that she is fading into the background.
Yeah. She's a safe queen.
Yeah.
Like she's like has all the right shit for a superstar. Yeah. But I feel like she hasn't, because her performance, I was like, you know, this bitch won't last like another episode. And then she like literally I was like, well, if she, like, I would pay money to see her like holy shit.
Yeah, after she assassinated
assassination of Cynthia. I feel bad for Cynthia.
No, I don't.